Hello guys, and this is game 3 of my run of Jeopardy for the PS3. And I currently have a total of $45,000 after 2 games, so we'll see what happens here. I haven't played Jeopardy in a while. Let's see if I can do well here.
Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex PROVERB.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Turn, turn, turn.
That's a bird, I know.
Countries by newspaper.
Okay.
British poetry.
I should know something about
the
countries.
Continent.
The continent, okay.
Finish the proverb.
All right.
And I need more space.
Sound like good categories.
Please.
Let's start
Continue.
with the continent for 200.
Where the Latter-day Saints believe that Zion or New Jerusalem will be built. Let's hear it, player 1.
I want to say, what is Europe? No. I guess it's North America.
Any other takers?
Not a good start at all.
Let's hear it, player 2.
I'm going to get out the hole quickly.
Player 2, where do we start?
Need more space too.
At KFC, you can lunch on chicken. At KSC, this place, you can lunch with an astronaut.
Where's the Kennedy Space Center?
You're out of the hole. Player 1.
Let's go with the continent. 400.
It can be typed using a single row of letters on a standard keyboard. Yes, player 1.
Now I'm going to guess what is Europe.
Yeah! Good for you.
The continent for 600.
That extends down to about 54 degrees south latitude. Player 1.
What is South America? The continent area.
With the most countries. Okay,
where's
player 1.
Africa? And 1,000.
Player 1. With the first country alphabetically. Let's hear it, player 1.
With Asia, we didn't try Asia.
Yes. Player 1.
Alright, countries by newspaper for 200.
El Sol de Tehuacan, the Acapulco Times.
Where's Mexico?
Yes, player 1. Right.
Countries by newspaper
Player
400.
1, the Brunswickan, the Edmonton Examiner.
What is Canada?
Okay, player 1. That's right, way to go. Player 1.
600. Ooh, daily double. It's early in the game.
It's the daily double. And you're in the lead now.
Let's make it a true daily double. Yeah, true daily double.
The clue. Haaretz. Yediot Akronot.
Hardrick. What is Israel?
Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. We return to you,
Country by
player one.
newspaper
Cape
here.
Times, the Volksblad. Yes, player one.
What is South Africa?
Yes.
And
Player one.
1,000.
The Daily Punjab, the Balochistan Post. Let's hear it, player one.
Ooh, what is Bangladesh? No,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Any other takers? Let's hear it, player two.
Where's Pakistan? Okay.
Player two, start us.
Finish the proverb, okay?
Too many cooks. Okay, player
Where's
one.
spoiled the broth?
That is correct. A lot of clues.
400.
You can't judge a book.
Where's by its cover?
Okay, player one. Player one.
600.
Nothing ventured.
With nothing gained.
Okay, player one. That's right. Way to go. You again, player one. He who laughs last.
Where's laughs first?
Let's hear it, player one.
Oh, wait a minute. I guess that's not up there. He who laughs last, I guess, was laughs the best?
That is correct. Select again.
1,000.
Man cannot live.
What is by bread alone?
It's player one. That is correct. We return to you, player
All right,
one.
now let's go with turn for 200.
Like a loon's, a tern's feet have this feature. Yet terns are not notable swimmers. Okay, player one.
What are webbing? Where's webbing?
You are correct. Please pick again.
400.
Sooty tern is about 16 inches long, with a white forehead, and is otherwise this color above and white below. Let's hear it, player one.
What is black?
You again, player
Yes,
one. This
sir.
geographic tern's 20,000-mile trip gives it the longest migration of any bird.
I'm backing off here. Don't take a risk on it if you don't know it.
The correct response is the Arctic tern.
The Arctic tern, okay.
You again, player
That
one. Terns
very
eat
rather.
insects, small fish, and this type of arthropod, whose name comes from the Latin for hard-shelled ones.
We'll take it, hard shell.
Let's hear it, player one.
What are... what are crustaceans?
Good.
Good, yeah.
Player one. Named for the sea between Southeast Europe and Asia, this 21-inch long bird is one of the largest kinds of tern. Yes, player three.
I'll take a guess. It's
Anyone
50-50.
else? Yes, player one.
What is the Caspian tern?
Good for you. Please pick again.
All right, I need some more space for 400.
This Mattel doll became an astronaut in 1965, perhaps inspiring the young Sally Ride.
With Barbie.
It's player one. Right. Select again. Now available again, Quisp, which has a space alien mascot, is a type of this breakfast food.
I don't know.
Here's the correct response. Cereal.
Oh, of course.
You get to pick
Damn.
again. This TV series wasn't about the Swiss Family Robinson, but the Space Family Robinson. It's player 3. Right. Player 3, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? This 1956 film was a sci-fi version of The Tempest. Robbie the Robot was inspired by Ariel. We're talking about Forbidden Planet.
Alright, the category I don't like now.
Player 3. Number 1 of these by Shakespeare. From fairest creatures we desire
I think I know
increase,
this one.
urges a handsome man to have kids. Let's hear it, player 1.
Where's the sonnet?
Right. Player 1.
400.
Lord Byron was a major influence on this later poet lord who wrote 1842's The Lord of Burleigh. Here's the correct response. Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Okay.
You again, player. Blake asked, little this, who made thee? Gave thee clothing of delight, softest clothing, woolly, bright. Here's the response we were looking for. Lamb. Player 1, back to you for our... Leaving his girl for his duty, Lovelace wrote, I could not love thee, dear, so much, loved I not this more. We're talking about honor. And the last clue for $1,000. This British poet got romantic about La Belle Dame sans Merci.
Yeah, if I don't know it, I'm not going to buzz in on it. I have such a big lead anyway.
We're talking about John Keats. The selection will be yours, player 3, when we return from this break.
Okay, double Jeopardy.
Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories.
Good categories, please.
Mythological words and phrases. Through Europe on E90. It's a gas.
Okay.
Classical composers. It happened on April 2nd.
Okay.
And Le Cinéma.
This might be
tough.
tough.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
It's a gas.
DuPont owns the trademark to this refrigerant gas introduced in the 1930s to replace hazardous substances. The correct response is Freon.
Yeah, I would have known nothing about Freon.
It immediately precedes lithium on the periodic table.
Yeah.
Here's the response we were looking for. Helium.
Helium, okay.
Player 3, back to you. The name of this gas comes from the Greek for strange. The correct response is xenon. Please pick again, player 3. To make a simple fire extinguisher, put vinegar in baking soda, producing this gas that will put out a flame. Okay, player 2. Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? In 1762, this 6-year-old and his sister performed for Empress Maria Teresa. We're talking about Wolfgang Amadeus
Okay, that's
Mozart.
Mozart, okay.
Player 2, pick again. Around 1910, for chemical company BASF, Carl Bosch learned to make quantities of this gas from nitrogen and hydrogen. Here's what we wanted. Ammonia.
It's good that I didn't buzz in. I was thinking oxygen.
We return to you, player 2. We'll start our trip east on Route E90 in this chief seaport of Portugal.
Yeah, these are all tough clues here. Oh,
Here's
boy.
the correct response. Lisbon.
Where's Lisbon? Okay.
Player 2, pick again. Let's head to this Spanish coastal city to shop along its Rambla de Catalunya. Player 2. Sorry, that's wrong.
I'll take a try at it. I had
Any other
another
takers?
guess.
Let's hear it, player 1.
Where's Barcelona?
A lot of clues.
All right, let's go with it.
Categories,
Happened
player
on
one.
April 2nd
Make us
for
a
400.
1865. Jefferson Davis and most of his cabinet flee this capital city. We're talking about Richmond.
Oh, Richmond, Virginia, yeah.
We return to
Henry.
1917. He asks the U.S. Congress for a declaration of war on Germany. Yes, player 1.
Who is Woodrow Wilson?
Right. Player 1.
12.
1810. He marries Archduchess Marie-Louise of Austria. Player 1.
Who is Napoleon?
Correct. Please pick again.
Still have a huge lead.
One of the daily doubles. And you have the lead. Player 1.
I'm just going to go 400.
Here is your clue. 1930. He is proclaimed the Emperor of Ethiopia.
Who is Haile Selassie?
That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. 1453. Mehmed II begins his siege of this city. It would fall 8 weeks later.
I was thinking Saigon, but I don't know.
We're talking about Constantinople.
Good that I didn't buzz into that one.
Player 1. Pick again.
Let's do like 7 them up for 400.
45 years before Disney, Jean Cocteau made a live-action version of this film with Josette Day as Belle. Player 1.
Was Beauty and the Beast?
Good. We return to you. This 2001 title role was meant for Emily Watson, but she didn't speak French. Audrey Tautou got the part. Here's the correct response. Amélie. Player 1.
Well,
This star of Chocolat and The English Patient made her film debut in the 1982 French film Liberty Bell. Here's the correct response. Juliette Binoche. Player 1. In 1956, Roger Vadim directed his first film, And God Created Woman, which starred this actress, his then wife. The correct response is Brigitte Bardot.
let's
Player
get
1.
rid of this
You pick again.
category.
This director, son of a famous impressionist painter, is perhaps best known for his 1937 film, Grand Illusion. Here's what we were looking for. Jean Renoir. Player 1, you pick again.
Let's go with mythological words and phrases for 400.
You may have this small but crucial weakness even if you weren't dipped into the river Styx by your mother. Here's the correct response. Achilles' heel. Player 1. A very handsome young man is sometimes called this after the handsome youth loved by Aphrodite. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Cupid?
Oh,
no. It was worth
Anyone
a go
else?
at it.
Player 3? No, sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, Player 2.
A donut, okay.
Player 2, you start us off. My cat wants me to look up its relatives in this capital of Turkey. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Ankara?
Good. Player 1, you start as a shrewish woman, or a predatory mythological creature who is part woman, part bird. Player 3? Sorry. Anyone else? Player 1?
I'm going to go with what is Herodin?
No.
Yes, it is Harpy.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2. Yes. Player 2, you start us off.
She can make up some ground here.
Answer. The other daily double. You are currently in second place. Decide on your wager, Player 2, and the clue. This adjective, meaning volatile or quick-witted, comes from the name of a swift messenger god. That is correct. Player 2.
Okay, I hope she doesn't catch up here.
Here's Sarah.
The delightful Champs-Élysées in Paris is named for this delightful resting place of the dead in Greek mythology.
Here's what we were looking for. Elysium.
Elysium, okay.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. We'll stop in Thessaloniki, the capital of this Greek region that produced Philip and Alexander. Player 1?
What is Crete?
Sorry.
Damn it.
Anyone else?
Alright. Now this is getting critical.
Okay, Player 2. That's correct.
She's more than 50% of my score right now, so she can
Player
catch
2,
up.
back to you.
And in my run.
E90 goes through Brindisi. This famous ancient Roman road, also known as a way, ended there. Let's hear it, Player 3. Player 3, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? For several years, his friend Carl Amenda was one of the few people who knew about his increasing deafness. Here's what we wanted. Ludwig van Beethoven.
Beethoven, okay.
Please pick again, Player 3. During his lifetime, Johann Sebastian Bach was best known as a master of this instrument.
I want to guess the piano, but I'm not buzzing in on it.
Here's what we were looking for. The organ.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't buzz
Player
in.
3, choose again. He composed the Four Seasons in 1723. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Vivaldi?
That is correct.
There we go.
And the last clue for $2,000. On March 3rd, 1875, his Carmen premiered in Paris, and he was decorated with the French Legion of Honor. Okay, player two.
So I need to watch out for her now.
Sorry, player three. Your score is
10,400 versus 15,400.
Joining us for Final Jeopardy. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this: U.S. politics.
All right.
So, what's your wager?
Okay. 5401.
This is a good category. Here's the clue for you.
We'll see if
Since
it's good.
1960, only Massachusetts and this state have produced more than one of the 10 Democratic presidential nominees.
I'm going to guess what is New York. Only because I know that's a Democratic state.
And your response? How much do you have?
Damn it.
With that correct response?
Well, my run is over with.
Did you come up with the correct response? Sorry, that incorrect response.
So my run ends with $45,000. I'll just add $2,000 to it because I came in second place.
Champion.
So it ends at $47,000.
Hello.
Well, had a hard second round because those categories was hard to find in the second round of Double Jeopardy. So I knew I was not going to have a chance at this win. But for right now, this is Rodney1279 signing off, saying be safe, be careful, take care everybody, and stay blessed. Goodbye.